time for operation how the heck am I gonna get $100,000, get a man, graduate, glow up, and become a YouTube sensation by December, also known as quarterly planning.
Baby, but you know I'm about to keep you up. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm about to teach you something.
Okay, so remember all those goals we set for ourselves at the beginning of the year? Well, the year is 25% over now, so how are we doing on those goals? I know for me personally, I'm behind on a few goals and some of my priorities have changed. So I'm ready to revisit what I planned out at the beginning of the year and make some adjustments with my goals and my plans to achieve those goals. If you're new here, hi, I'm Camilla. I'm really into living life to the fullest, and for me that means working hard to give myself the life that I want and playing hard so that I can enjoy it. So in this channel you'll find videos along the lines of self-development, personal finance and career, but also lifestyle, travel, and beauty. If that sounds like something you're interested in, you're probably as nuanced as me, so you might as well subscribe and stick around and we can create and live out our dream lives together. If you watched my 2023 reset video, then you know that at the beginning of the year we gave ourselves a full life audit so that we could plan out our goals for the year. Nobody has time to be doing a full life audit several times a year. So in this video, I'll share how to give yourself a mini life audit so that you can pinpoint the areas of your life that need some extra special planning or TLC. Then we'll go through how I plan to level up in the next 3 months in the areas that I want to focus on, which are health and wellness, finance, and content creation. So let's get started. Okay, first, here's how to give yourself a mini life audit so that you can figure out how to redirect yourself in the next 3 months for the goals that are the highest priority for you. If you used a goal sheet at the beginning of the year, this is a great time to revisit that goal sheet and see what you've been able to achieve and what kind of has fallen off, and also see if these goals are even important to you anymore. It's also a time to think about if there are new goals or new priorities that weren't on your mind 3 months ago but are on your mind now. If you didn't sit down at the beginning of the year to plan out your goals and stuff, that's okay. I have an alternative. Here's 5 questions that I think that you can ask yourself to get a clear idea of what your top 3 priorities are for the next 3 months. What has brought you the most joy this year? What big changes have you experienced? What new challenges have you faced? What goals have you accomplished? What areas of life do you want to see the most improvement in the next 3 months? I would recommend saving the 5th question for last because the first 4 questions will help you get that answer. So in terms of what I want to focus on in the next 3 months, I'm going to be focusing on health and wellness, focusing on setting some new habits for myself and kicking my fitness to like the next level. I also want to focus on finances because although I've been able to stick to my savings goals, I know that as the weather gets warmer, this will become harder to do because there will be just like more opportunities to go outside and spend money. And so I want to make sure that I'm being pretty strict with my savings goals, and I want to focus on content creation. Although I just said I've been really consistent with YouTube, I feel like as a beginner creator it's really important to always revise kind of like your strategy and see what you can be doing differently, what people respond to the best, and how you can add more to what you're doing. Let's talk about how I'm going to approach this so that you can apply this to the areas that you want to focus on too. So for each of the areas that I want to focus on, I'm going to think of my goals, my results goals that I want, and then I'm going to think of actions that I believe will get me the closest I can be towards achieving those goals. And for the 3 months, I'm going to focus just on those actions, not the results. Because we can only act and observe results and then adjust how we act to get different results. But we can't just get results out of thin air. It's not really in our control. So I'd rather not focus on it. So for health and wellness, my goals are to establish a nighttime routine and to lose 5 to 10 pounds by my birthday in May. My reason for wanting to establish a nighttime routine, I get so much joy from my morning routine and I feel like it really puts me in a great mindset for the day. But I don't really have like a way to unwind. I usually just work until I'm too tired to work and then I go to sleep. But I'd rather have a wind down because I think that would help me get more out of my rest. And for losing 5 to 10 pounds, that's really just because I want my ab lines back, so yeah. And the actions that I plan to take to achieve these goals, for my nighttime routine, I'm going to employ the same strategy that I used to solidify my morning routine, which is just creating a habit tracker to track all the habits that I want before bed. I want to incorporate activities that help me shut my brain off and release tension from my body so that it's easy for me to go to sleep and have a really peaceful sleep. Also, knowing myself, my nighttime routine needs to be really short because I don't have the energy at the end of the day to go through a whole big ordeal. So the habits that I'll be tracking to keep up with the nighttime routine will be stretching for 10 minutes before bed and having a no screens 30 minutes before bedtime rule. And I'll also make a goal to be in bed by 11:30 every night. As for weight loss, I've been consistent with my exercise, and really I just want to increase the amount of activity I'm doing a little bit by incorporating some daily or every other day walks. And for my diet and nutrition, I want to challenge myself to eat balanced meals like 70% of the time. So I want to do 70% of the time have really balanced meals, and the other 30% of the time I can eat whatever I want. How I'm going to define a balanced meal is splitting my plate, half veggies, 1/3 protein, the other third carbs. So that's all for health and wellness. Now moving on to finances. So for finances, I actually plan to start talking about finances more on my channel. I know it's a sensitive topic and everyone's financial situation is different, but I feel like there's so much overconsumption and poor financial habits shared on YouTube, especially messaged towards women, that I want to be a part of showing personal finance in a healthy way for women who are in the same age range as me and who are on similar journeys and paths as me. Okay, I know the housing market sucks right now, but I do have a goal to buy a condo when the time is right. And so I'm preparing for that moment whenever it is by saving for a down payment. So because I live at home with my mom and I have a pretty high earning job for my age, I have a goal for myself this year to save $60,000. So far, I started out with $10,000 saved this year, and I was able to save an additional $7,000 or $8,000, so I think my net right now is $18,000. There were some big expenses that I had in Q1 of this year, like I had to pay my tuition for my graduate class I'm taking, which is like $4,000. In my video, how I saved $10,000 in 1 year, I shared the strategy that I'm using this year to cut down on non-essential spending so that I can still enjoy life but also save as much as I can. So if you're interested, check that video out. But I'm still doing the same thing. I have basically a guilt-free sinking fund and a guilt-free travel fund, so that I can limit things like shopping, going out to eat and stuff, but still have like a budget or allowance for myself for those things. And all of the rest of my money that isn't on fixed expenses can basically go towards savings. My goal in the next 3 months is to save about $12,000 to put my savings at about $27,000, which means I'll be saving about $4,000 a month. Now, there is a caveat to this. I am thinking about buying a car, and so that might set my savings back a little bit, but I would factor that into a priority because I had a car last year, but it broke down, so I might get a new car. Still thinking about it. Also, the thing that gets in the way of saving is spending, and so I try to focus on how I can limit my spending or prepare for spending as much as I can. And my goal is, I know that my birthday is coming up in May and I'll want to spend more money in June. So I'm going to try to limit the amount that I spend on non-essential purchases in April so that I can kind of have some cushion in my guilt-free savings fund and my travel fund in case things pop up. If you guys are interested in seeing budget with me videos, let me know in the comments below. Okay, now content creation. Ultimately, my goal for content creation this year is to get monetized, so I'm looking to get 1,000 followers and 4,000 watch time hours by the end of the year. I have seen some growth in my channel since being consistent for the first 3 months of the year. Thank you to all of you who have subscribed to my channel and who watch and like my videos. It means so much to me and I'm glad that I can make these videos. I did hit a milestone of 100 subscribers in February, I think. Hopefully I can get to 200 subscribers by the end of April. Knowing that I have this goal and I'm looking to see a lot of growth on YouTube, I want to make sure that I'm always paying attention to my content so that I can understand how I can make better videos. So I did a little content audit for myself and I just looked at for the past 12 videos that I posted this year. I looked at what had the highest and lowest view time, click-through rate and which videos I got the most subscribers from. And I watched those videos back to kind of get insights into what I might do differently moving forward. So I plan on finding ways to make my videos more engaging, focus on improving my thumbnails, and also focus on improving the intros and flows of my videos a bit more. Also, outside of my weekly YouTube videos, I'm going to start posting more shorts and more community posts because I know that these are types of content that will help my other videos do better. Also, from looking at my videos on YouTube and seeing what performed the best, I kind of have an idea of what types of content and what topics people respond to for me, and ideas for what I want to incorporate into this channel. So some topics that you'll see from me, like I said, I want to start talking more about finances on this channel. So you might see some financial tips and some budgeting videos from me. I also want to start a glow up series to document how I'm kind of revamping my style to match who I am now. And in terms of self-development, I've been reading a lot this year, and I think I want to start doing some chit chat get ready with me, but like book reviews and sharing key insights from books that I've read throughout the year. So that's my plan for Q2. I hope you got some information from this video on how you can figure out what to focus on and how to achieve your goals in the next 3 months. If you want to see if I end up achieving these goals, or you want more tips on productivity, finance, personal development, and things like that, then I recommend subscribing so that you can see all my upcoming videos. And if you like this video, you might like this one up here too. So see you in another video.